What's going on, Los Angeles Kings fans? I mean, speechless, man. Um, we did it. 45 years of suffering as a franchise. 25 years for me as an L.A.King fan. Um, finally able um, to get it done. It's really emotional, man. Um, you know what you go through as a fan. You finally seen it. Sorry. Um, to finally be able to see that moment in your team successful. You know, as a as a Laker fan, you're so used to success, and that's been the only one of my you know the four major sports teams. That's the only team that's been successful, and as a fan, it's kept me fed. And besides being a Laker fan, everybody assumes that just because you're a Laker fan, you're a bandwagon. Besides being a Laker fan, I'm a LA Dodger fan. Have not won a World Series since 1988. I'm an Oakland Raider fan. LA/Oakland Raider fan. We have not won a Super Bowl since Super Bowl 18, nearly 30 years ago. And an L.A.King fan. Which, prior to this moment, we have never won a Stanley Cup. So, of course, there's bandwagon fans that jumped on the bandwagon this year. Of course, it's always going to be in every year and for every franchise that's doing good. But don't get the bandwagons confused with the real ones, because the bandwagons don't feel the joy and don't get emotional when their team's successful, or the team supposedly they're following successful, and they don't show pain. They don't feel the pain and the agony when their team falls short or loses a heartbreaking game. They don't stay up at night thinking about the game could have gone. Even though we're fans, we think about that. The game could have gone this way or that way. If only this would have happened this way. You think about that, and depending on how severe and how difficult the loss is, you could spend, anywhere from a couple of days to maybe weeks thinking about it. All that, all that suffering, makes it well worth it for that moment, for this moment. Had to work, I was able to DVR it, keeping track of it. Was really looking forward to Saturday because, like I said, I was off. I didn't do a vlog that day because my wife and had a couple family members over, and they were sleeping in the living room. And me personally, I don't like doing vlogs with people there. I get kind of embarrassed. But as we lost 2-1, was very nervous, not knowing what heading to this game, not knowing what was gonna happen. But man, total domination, 3 power play goals. And finally, the power play finally got started in the series, man. And you say what you want about the officiating, whatever. Like I said, that's a coward's way to excuse to lose. The missed Stoley call, you want to call it that. It was kind of borderline. And then you go to an obvious boarding call, which is Steve Bernier when he hit who did he hit? One of our guys, Scuderi. He hits Rob Scuderi, which is an obvious boarding call. That was a misconduct. He got ejected. 5-minute power play. We ended up scoring 3 goals. It broke the game wide open. And I tell you what. That hit really lit a fire under the L.A.Kings, man. That really it really pissed us off. Our captain, Dustin Brown, got us started. What? There wasn't a better guy that could have got us going. Our captain, he struggled. He was a beast this whole postseason, but he struggled in these finals, and he got us our first goal, and it's got us going. And from then on, the floodgates were open, and there was no looking back. Even Trevor Lewis had 2 goals. Matt Green had a goal. Trevor Lewis had an empty netter and a rebound. When Trevor Lewis scores not 1 but 2 goals, and Matt Green scores a goal, it's going to be a good night for us. So 6-1 was the final. I can't say enough about Martin Brodeur. That guy's a freaking legendary goalie. He kept the Devils in the series. I can't say enough about our Conn Smythe winner, Johnny Quick, man. Setting records left and right. He was our rock. He carried us through this postseason. with this superb play. Um, as soon as he started getting in the zone, there wasn't a doubt in my mind. Not that we were going to win it, but as a Kings fan, you knew the other teams they were going to have to beat Johnny Quick. There's no way around it. They're going to have to beat him. Um, and he was just he was awesome this whole postseason. I mean, this whole team was the second tied for the second best record in NHL history, playoff record 16-4. But we don't really care about that. All we wanted was that cup. And I remember thinking, as a like I said, I was in 8th grade, 93, young teenager when we got beat by Montreal, and how heartbroken it was. Very upset. We got beat 5 games, but games 2, 3, and 4, we lost all those in overtime. We lost all those in overtime. Could have gone either way. It's kind of like first 2 games, of this series. But the Canadians that year were pretty much unbeatable in overtime. They had a double-digit win streak in overtime, and we could not get anything past Patrick Wall. When it came overtime, there was no way we could get anything past Patrick Wall. I remember very frustrated watching that series at Patrick Wall. I remember hating Patrick Wall with a passion, just hating him. It took a long time for that hate to go away. Even with the Avalanche, because he was with the Avalanche when they beat us a couple times. It was in 01 and 02. So I mean, just did not like the guy. The guy's a great player, by the way. Man. And I remember thinking, as a naive young teenager, yeah, that's okay. We're gonna be back the next year. It didn't happen. We fast forward 19 years later, man. Happened to get back there, least expected. Least expected. I'm not gonna lie and bullshit to you guys, saying, "Oh yeah, I knew we were gonna win the cup." No, I knew there was opportunity for us to win the cup when we got in the playoffs. Anything can happen, especially in hockey. But I'd be lying to say, yeah, I knew we were gonna win the cup. I mean, just slowly started to believe when we got past Vancouver. And then got past, St. Louis. When we hit the Western Conference Finals, that's sort of, me as a fan, I was like, we can actually do this. We can actually do this. We can actually win this whole thing. So I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling, man. Unbelievable feeling. This is like I said before. The L.A.Kings are the first one of my teams besides the Lakers to win a championship. I have not seen any of my other teams win a championship in over plus 20 years. The Dodgers and the Raiders, and just the ups and downs of the season, I remember thinking last year in Game 3 against the Sharks when we blew that 4 lead, thinking, we got a long way to go. We got a freaking long way to go to win that cup. Little did I know the next year we were going to win it, this year. Made some off-season moves. We got Mike Richards, Simon Gagne. And then we immediately became, a contender. Well, in our eyes, at least, on paper, a contender. Thinking, okay, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with now. And we're very inconsistent. I remember the lowest point for me this season was when we got the crap kicked out of us by Detroit 8-2. And I'm sure a lot of Kings fans remember that. 8-2. And I was just furious. I was so furious. I was pissed off. I remember talking to my girlfriend, and she's not a really big hockey fan. My wife, and saying, man, just bending off, this team is freaking overrated, and just ripping into them, they just freaking, they're horrible. At that time, I think they were like 14-14 or 15-15, I think. I was like, dude, I was just pissed, and I was like, this is gonna be another long season. We squeaked into the playoffs. Even the end of it, we lost to San Jose in overtime, thinking, how much more a different of a level that team was, than us at that point, but thinking, at least we got in, we'll see where it goes. And like I said, we took that first one, and then I had to go out of town, and then when it came back, we're up 3-0 off against the President's, trophy winner, and we just never looked back. And it is an unbelievable feeling. I mean, the unexpected is always the best. When you expect something and you don't get it. I mean, when you expect something, you get it. It's like you're happy, but then it's expected. When you expect something, you don't get it. It's very disappointing and it's upsetting. And it's a letdown. When you don't expect anything and you get something big in return, that's the ultimate feeling. That's the best feeling in the world. I mean, I mean, I'll go back to other sports. Like I said, I'm an LA/Oakland Raider fan. The best year when we went on that run, 2000 to 2001, 2002, we went on that playoff run. The best year for me, the most exciting year was that first year when we went 12-4 and we got beat by Baltimore in the AFC Championship. Not the years after that, not the year we went to Super Bowl, because that first year was unexpected. I mean, none of us Raider fans expected that, to go on that run and to nearly make the Super Bowl. That was so exciting, man. I mean, they couldn't believe it. And then of course the other 2 years it was expected. We got spoiled and it was expected. The best thing that always happens when you don't expect it. And man, this is all I need, man. My summer's complete. I want to be a happy guy for the rest for this summer, and for probably I'd say a few years, man. A few years just because this team won a Stanley Cup. Of course, I want more. Of course, you want more. Johnny Quick, God willing, he doesn't get hurt or nothing, and he stays healthy and finishes his career as L.A.King and is able to lift that cup for us, a few more times. We want more, but you got one, and that's gonna keep me at least, fed for a while. All I need is to make it complete is the Raiders Super Bowl and Dodgers World Series, and Dodgers doing well this year so far. It's a very long baseball season. I will do, if they make the playoffs, I will be doing vlogs on Dodger games. Any Dodger fans out there? But what can I say? I mean, there's nothing more to be, nothing more left to be said. Like I said, my summer's complete. This makes up more 2 times, the Lakers getting put out. I mean, this is to me, this means much more, because, like I said, the Lakers got so many championships. We got so many championships. We're so used to winning, and this, as LA King fans, this is our first, Stanley Cup, and so that banner's gonna look pretty nice up there next to all that purple and gold, Stanley Cup champions. So I mean, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna watch this over and over again through the whole summer. I'm gonna watch ESPN. I'm gonna watch NHL Live probably for the rest of the summer. Oh yeah, another thing. See how much time I got. Another thing. And respect to all you Jersey fans out there, Devil fans and stuff, out there. Respect to you guys. But to all the media out there, the pro Jersey media out there, I knew, and then you knew it. All the media was pro Jersey. They wanted Jersey to win. You guys could suck a fat one, because man, it pissed me off watching NHL Live, reading articles and stuff. I mean, I remember reading one article, and you knew the reporter was trying to fire up the Devils by calling them underdogs. Yet, when I read another article, all 7 of the journalists picked the Devils to win, and 9 out of 15 picked the Devils to win in another article. So so screw you guys in the media. Not all media, but the pro Jersey media that wanted the Devils to win. So we got the cup, this summer, and we got the banner for good. So nothing's gonna ever take that away from us. So I mean, and I appreciate as all the L.A.King fan, all the support that from other franchises that were rooting for us. L.A.Kings, we don't really have a lot of enemies, because we haven't been that successful until now. So I mean, appreciate the support. So until next season, looks like we'll be in the playoffs hopefully for a few more years. Till next season, Los Angeles Kings, 2012 Stanley Cup champions. This is Ronak saying, "Go Kings, go!" And I'm out. See ya.